Well, what's going on, everybody? John Eric Polai here, continuing to hand out season letter grades for some of the top tennis players in the world. Of course, last week we did the top female players. We gave letter grades to Iga Swiatek, Aryna Sabalenka, and Coco Gauff. Now we're going to continue on with the top male players in the world, and we're going to get started with the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT, Novak Djokovic, and of course, no surprise at all, season letter grade for 2023, A+. How could it not be? Just look at what the guy did this year. His record, 56-7. Just to put that in perspective, how dominant he was. That winning percentage, 88.9. That's what you call domination. Not only that, just look at the titles he won this year, a grand total of 7 of them throughout the course of the year, and he also won, with that 7, right, 3 of the 4 Grand Slams this year. He won the Australian Open earlier in the year. He won the French Open, which was a very historic moment for him because that moment, right, he was tied with Rafa Nadal with 22 at that point. That gave him number 23, made him number 1 on the all-time men's singles list for most tournaments won there. That was his 23rd Grand Slam title. Absolutely incredible. And then, of course, the U.S. Open. He wins again. That's number 24. Ties him now with Margaret Court for the most all-time of any player ever. I'm sure he's going to be looking to surpass that and stand alone with number 25. I'm sure he'll get that here in 2024. Outside of those tournaments, though, he also won the ATP Finals. I know Jannik Sinner is playing so great in that tournament, too, but Novak just will not let those young guys off the hook. He's still playing so great, and well into his 30s now, too, and just absolutely dominating the ATP Tour. It's absolutely incredible to see that. And here's the other big stat, too, for Novak this year. I kind of felt like it almost went a little under the radar a little bit. So we know he kind of went back and forth, right? Him and Carlo Alcaraz, who was number 1, who was number 2. Well, Novak at some point throughout the year, I think right now it stands, this is his 401st time, or 401st week total, being the world number 1 player. That's a new record. Steffi Graf coming into this year did have that record at 377. So obviously Novak surpassed that. So another record for him. He's, what's there to say about him? He's an absolute legend. He's honestly probably the best to ever do it. I know we're in that category with the big 3 and everything, but I mean, just what a great year for Novak. Can't wait to see what he does in 2024. I'm sure he would chase down number 25, so can't wait to see it. But of course, for now, the 2023 letter grade, A+.